everyone, it's Chanel with Color Me Stylish, and I wanted to share with you guys 3 simple and easy Christmas ideas just to kind of add to your table. Maybe you're having a party, center tables, centerpieces, sorry, things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this started because I'm excited to share with you guys some ideas, not by my credit alone, but what I picked up along the way, either from Pinterest or YouTube. TikTok as well is a great resource. And so I wanted to kind of share that with you guys because I have a party coming up and I'm going to be using these ideas as centerpieces. Hi everyone, so I wanted to first start with the first project. So I picked up these glass cylinders from a craft store here in Mexico City, but this is something that you can find either in Hobby Lobby or in Michael's in the States or in any of your craft just resource centers, stores, things like that in your area, or ordered online from Amazon. And then I went in with, I think these are called Orbeez or just water beads. I have to say this is a parental warning. These can be very poisonous to young children or even pets, so just be very careful. And as you can see, as I drop them in, they can tend to bounce around. My kids are older, they're 16 and 12, but still I wanted to be very careful with these. So if you have young children, disclaimer, these can be just not good for them. So just be careful if you are going to use these. And then I was going in with, these are just like some extra ornaments that I had around that I wasn't using. And so I just kind of made sure to take off any of the, the hanging pieces on there and just kind of use them for this. So for this first one, I went ahead and put the water beads towards the bottom because you want to create space. And then kind of place the different beads in the different places that you want them, and then the different ornaments, and then just kind of using regular tap water just to kind of fill in the cylinders because you want this to kind of, float around. And so for the 2 different looks, for this look, I had one where I wanted it to float more towards the top. And then if you are going to be using ornaments, which I did find out later, is you want to have something that has a little bit more weight so that it is a little bit more dispersed in the cylinders. And so I took the ornaments that I had and actually filled them with water towards the top just to kind of give it some weight. So for this one, I just love the look because I added just like some little specks that I also used for the other project. And I'll show you inside, just like some loose just little sprinkles inside, and then I wanted, the design to kind of float towards the top. And then for the other one, because I wanted this to be a little bit more weighted, I just took just some ornaments that I had laying around that I wasn't going to use in my wreaths, and just kind of pulled off some of the wreaths, some of the leaves, and then just kind of stuck those towards the bottom, and then trying to space them out, where I wanted the water beads to go, and then taking off the tops. For the different ornaments, I filled them with water just so that they can have some weight towards them, and then just kind of trying to disperse that so that they can have that more floating effect. So just kind of adding a little bit more water beads just so that it can create some space. And then this is the finished look so that you can see that they're just kind of floating in different spaces. But I've seen a lot of pictures where people add candy canes, small peppermint candies, things like that, or it would be even beautiful to have a little bit more space at the top to have a floating candle, and that's something that you can do as well. So for my next project, I picked up the styrofoam balls, again at the same craft store we have here in Mexico City. And then these are the ornament hanging, like the little hooks that you can buy separately for different ornaments. So I went ahead and I kind of stuck them in just so that I can create like a little anchor for the ribbon that I would use later. So just kind of sticking that in, and then after that, just using regular white glue or Elmer's glue. I did need to, pull off that little tag off of there, but I think because this was a little bit more covered with, as you can see, the loose like glitter that I had on the wrapper, it kind of hit it a little bit more. So just covering the whole ball, I just now am going into like the loose glitter that I picked up from the craft store and just kind of really pressing it into the ball because I have the glue all over just so that it can stick. And then I just kind of repeated that process just to kind of check to see if there's any spots that I was missing, and I can add a little bit more glue, and then just kind of, yeah, just dabbing that in there, and then taking the next one and then just kind of repeating the process. So I picked up 4 balls in total, because I wanted these to be, you know, more large ornaments that I was going to hang over the table. So just kind of placing that in there, doing the same process with the glue, and just kind of really patting it in there. It's, you know, again, it's not the cleanest process. You can get a little bit sticky, a little bit dirty, but it's okay. It's all in good fun. And then just going in with E600. So I love this glue. It is just, it's amazing. And then I had some leftover ribbon. And so I just kind of tied some bows, and then I was going to use the glue to kind of just stick those on. So I had some glitter ones, I had some silver ones, and so I just kind of added the glue to the back of those. And then right where the hooks are, I just kind of placed them right at the top. So you can see now that I do have 4 balls, and sorry for that, I did lose that footage. I don't know what happened to it, but it was kind of the same process where I just take the styrofoam balls and just, you know, covered it, you know, with the Elmer's glue, and then rolled it in the gold glitter that I purchased just to kind of give it a different look. And I just loved how beautiful that is. And then I also wanted to just really secure that anchor. So I took the glue and I just kind of went around where I put those hooks and just let that dry overnight, just so that it can secure that hook and not end up falling off. And then these beautiful butterflies, I saw these in the craft store and I wasn't sure what I was going to use them for, but I love butterflies. I think it's so pretty, and just to kind of give each ball a little bit of a different look. So I ended up just kind of putting some different ribbons on them, and then as the little hooks dried overnight, the next evening I just went in with some ribbon that I picked up from the craft store and just kind of looped it through, and then made a knot at the top so that they can have, you know, just that beautiful hanging design when I put them over the table. And for the last look, so I went ahead and just kind of used up some of the ornaments that I had left in the container. And so just kind of using the silver ones, they're just really pretty. And then had like some white ones, some more, you know, bright ones. I picked up these like plastic cylinders from the same craft store, and I wasn't sure what I was going to use them with. And these are great. You can use them for crafts, pencil holders, things like that. And I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to use them for, but I knew I wanted to decorate them. So I was just going to use the same hot glue gun, and you can see this thing is so caked up. I use it for everything. It is very well loved. But I just wanted to take some of the ornaments and just kind of start to glue them in a circular, you know, just design all the way around so that it can go all the way to the top. So just kind of measuring out where I wanted it to be and just kind of going in and gluing that. And as you can see, I just kind of tried to go all the way up and fill in as much space as I could. So this is the look after I went all the way towards the top, or almost to the top, but you can see, you know, just kind of getting that glue in there. And of course, once it's sitting on the table, you're gonna have those stray hairs, you know, or just that glue string, things like that. And you can always go back and clean that up. And then if you feel like you do have, you know, extra space that's in between, you can also add small ornaments or glitter, just different ribbons, things like that. But I felt like once I put all of the balls around it, it kind of hid a lot of that space. And what was great is the cylinder itself was clear, so it kind of hid a lot of those glue, you know, spots and things like that as well. So for the cylinders, I had 2 left, and I thought, okay, I'm done with the extra ornaments that I have. I just had 2 left, but I decided, you know what, I have some extra ornaments that I'm not using. So this is all about just kind of recycling and using what you have just to kind of be a little more creative. So I just used, this kind of came in a really long string that you can use as garland, things like that, but I had broken pieces. So I thought, well, I'm just going to use it for this and just kind of glue that on. Of course, burning myself like how many times, but it's all in good fun. It's crafting. But just kind of going in and just kind of placing that all the way around and just trying to get the look that I wanted to just add all of the loose pieces that I have. So I did another video last Christmas or the Christmas before that, and I will link it down below, of just kind of, what to do with the loose, Christmas ornaments that you have, or leftover Christmas just ornaments in general, and just kind of turning it into something else, recycling it. So these are some jewel pieces that I had left over from a different project. And so I thought, well, you know what, let's just make this a little bit more glam. And then using up the extra, butterflies that I had from the packet, I thought, well, I can kind of tie in the whole look by just kind of gluing these to these cylinders and kind of just turning them into something. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to use these cylinders for, but I thought they were really cute, and I can just kind of glam it up a little bit and just add some different design and just kind of see where it took me, honestly. So I decided to use a little bit more of the sprinkles that I have, and I was going to use a clear glue and just kind of use that as like a little scooper, just so that I can, put it towards the end. But of course I realized I must have left the bottle open because it completely dried out, which was really annoying. But hey, when in need, use your hot glue gun. So that's what I did. I mean, it took me a little bit longer, but that was okay. Just like probably a minute longer than usual, nothing too crazy. But it was nice just to kind of have everything stick immediately with the hot glue gun. So that was actually a really great option. So just kind of going all the way around, I wanted to kind of add just a little bit more glam detail towards the bottom. And I just ended up using my hands. I know I got sprinkles everywhere, but that's what a good, hand vacuum is for, to kind of clean up the mess in 2 seconds when I was finished. So it was just a really nice project to kind of just work on while my son was at the table doing his homework, so that I can kind of just assist him while I was just kind of doing my own thing at the same time. So in all, I just loved how everything turned out. I just loved the cylinders. I just loved the glass. This ended up being a really beautiful candle holder, and I should have made one more just to kind of balance it out. I think I still will, maybe in a different color, maybe gold or pink. And then I just loved these designs, and I had so many compliments because over time, just like the glitter that I added to the water started to change the color. So it just gave it this really beautiful like pink look that tied in with the tree that we have, and just everything was just amazing. And then here are the ornaments that I worked on. So just kind of tying them and then hanging them from the chandelier that we have over the dining table. It just added to that really beautiful glam look, that just, very holiday, glitter look that I was going for. So I just loved how these turned out, and they're just super inexpensive to work on and just took just a couple of hours, if not maybe even an hour total, to be honest. So it was just really nice to have something a little bit different just to kind of add to the party that we were going to have. And this was the dining table look that I was hoping to achieve. So I loved how it turned out. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys thought or what you would add. I love just getting ideas from you guys as well, but it just turned out really beautiful. So I had a dinner party later that week, and so it was really nice just to kind of just use the cylinders as napkin holders, just to kind of repurpose them for something else. And then just with the light from the chandelier, it was just beautiful with the glitter. And then for this piece, it was a great idea. I ended up using it as a utensil holder instead of a candle holder. So it just turned out really great, and I love how everything looked. It was awesome. Guys, so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any other great ideas, I love learning from you as well. Go ahead and leave them in the description, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This helps this channel grow so much, and I so appreciate you watching. Happy holidays, and I will see you guys next time.